It's Revolution Week as we prepare for the big event this Sunday, and we prepare to honor and celebrate the career of Sting. Hi, everybody. It's Tony Schiavone in the AEW Dynamite Control Center. We're geared up for a gigantic week here in AEW, and it all begins tonight at the Probst Arena at the BBC in Huntsville, Alabama, and live on TBS as we bring you 2 hours of AEW Dynamite beginning at 8/7 Central. For our fans coming to the event live tonight, tickets are available at AEWTIX.com. And for our fans in Huntsville, a very important note. Tonight, you get a double shot because right after we go off the air live on TBS in Huntsville, we'll bring you a special taping of AEW Collision. But right now, let's turn our attention to tonight's live Dynamite telecast on TBS. Tonight, in a giant trios match leading up to Revolution, Continental Crown Champion Eddie Kingston teams with FTR, Jackson Cash, to collide with the Blackpool Combat Club, Claudio Castagnoli, Jon Moxley, and the American Dragon Bryan Danielson. Now on Saturday night on AEW Collision live on TNT, at the conclusion of the Bryan Danielson-Jun Akiyama match, with Eddie Kingston on commentary, it all broke down.
Here it comes. He's waiting for Jun Akiyama to get in position. Oh, the Psycho knee gun. 1, 2, that's 3.
Winner of this match, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Great beats, great.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Again, my problem was never with giving Bryan credit or even giving Bryan respect. The problem was him with me. That's what it is. That's what people have to understand.
Well, Bryan Danielson secures a big victory, one that he'll always remember, one that we will never forget. But now, Bryan Danielson must turn his attention to you, Eddie Kingston. Next Sunday, the Continental Crown Championship on the line.
Wow. Walk us through the next week, Eddie. What's the training going to be like? The preparation,
Wait a
getting ready.
second, Kevin. Take a look there, Bryan Danielson.
He did look at Eddie. He looked your way, Eddie.
He's trying to rub your nose in something, Eddie. Watch this.
Well, again, he's been trying to get under Kingston's skin.
What? Yeah, you won. What?
Reaches the hand. Eddie is off headset now.
Eddie.
You can hear. Eddie said, listen, Eddie's got a short fuse, guys.
I know, just take Bryan at his word. He just wants to shake Akiyama's hand.
And Akiyama's going to do it.
There you go.
Of course he's going to do it.
Of course.
Oh, now look at this. Turning his attention to Eddie Kingston.
Hey, come on. All right, we don't need this. We don't need this.
He wants to goad you into the ring, Eddie.
Oh!
Oh! How about that?
Obviously, Akiyama saw that, saw it as very disrespectful.
Absolutely. And he's apologizing to Akiyama.
Good.
Eddie's telling Akiyama, as Akiyama looked over to us, just calm down. Oh, my God! Eddie's seen enough. He kicked Akiyama between the legs.
What a disgrace Bryan Danielson is.
I would agree.
He needs to be fined.
And now...
Wait a minute,
Claudio Castagnoli is coming to the ring.
Castagnoli had to save Danielson.
Wait a minute, here comes FTR.
FTR making the win.
Oh, this one.
This is broken down. This one's wild. This one's crazy.
And all because of crying Bryan.
Tony Khan was quick to sign a trios match for tonight. And as we head to Revolution this weekend with FTR battling Castagnoli and Moxley and Kingston defending the Continental Crown against Danielson, you can bet the tension is going to be high and tempers will flare. Also tonight, live, Sting will make his final Dynamite appearance. Now, last Wednesday, we saw Sting as never before in an epic interview with Darby Allin.
When you're close to the end and you look back at life, it really puts everything into perspective. The fame, the spotlight, The material objects that we chase that think define us, but in reality don't mean a single thing. We've been looking at some old photos today. Sting, is it cool if I show the Young Bucks some of these photos?
Yeah.
I got some for you. Where is it? Oh, right here. Bucks, I want you to look at this. Right here. This is a photo of Sting and his sons, Garrett and Steven. You remember them, right? Of course you do. When this photo was taken, they were about the same age as your kids currently are right now. This is this man's flesh and blood. This is the only thing that matters in life in the end, is family.
Nail on the head, Darby. Family is all that matters. Strikes a nerve right now, too, because in all the years I've been a pro wrestler, no one's ever messed with my own flesh and blood. Until you, Bucks. Lots going on in my own personal life in the last couple of weeks. This, the Bucks, and only 7 days ago or so, another family member of mine, my father, passed away. He was like a hero to me. He taught me right. Makes me think a lot about my own mortality. I used to think I was so invincible, you know. Sometimes I do feel that way still. But time catches up with everyone, and it caught me for sure. I know that truly I am not invincible. But one thing that I do know, everything that I have left in me, I'm bringing to revolution. And it's going to meet you face to face, you Bucks. You have a fight on your hands. The fight of your life.
Sting will be on Dynamite Live tonight. Let's see what is in store for the World Tag Team Champs, especially after the odd mood Ric Flair was in last week before he went in to see Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. Additionally, this past weekend, Don Callis went to Great Britain to bring Will Ospreay back to the U.S. and officially make him All Elite. And yes, Callis will have Ospreay in Huntsville live tonight on TBS. This and a whole lot more tonight as we bring you AEW Dynamite live from the Propes Arena at the VBC in Huntsville, Alabama. Tonight's airtime is 8/7 Central on TBS, with tickets available at AEWTIX.com. Revolution 2024 is this Sunday, March 3rd, live on pay-per-view from the Greensboro Coliseum, as AEW and Pro Wrestling say goodbye to the legendary Sting. Here's the Sunday's card as we have it. In his final match, Sting teams with Darby Allin, and they will defend the AEW World Tag Team Championship in a tornado match against the EVPs, Matthew and Nicholas, the Young Bucks. For the AEW World Championship, a three-way match. World champion Samoa Joe defends against both top contenders, Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland. Eddie Kingston defends the AEW Continental Crown against Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon. But Kingston says Danielson must shake his hand after the match. Timeless Toni Storm defends her AEW Women's World Championship against the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo. Orange Cassidy will defend the AEW International Championship against Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Kingdom. Christian Cage puts the TNT Championship on the line against Daniel Garcia. Will Ospreay will face Konosuke Takeshita, as two members of the Don Callis family will go at it one-on-one. And two new matches were announced this past weekend on Collision, as FTR faces Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli in a giant return tag team match in what is being called a Meat Madness match. Three of the biggest and baddest ever in AEW will collide as the Murder Hawk monster Lance Archer Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs collide in a three-way battle. Revolution available on Bleacher Report, also on traditional cable and satellite providers, internationally on Triller's Fight.tv, and also on YouTube in select countries. Also at Dave & Buster's locations. Once again, 8/7 Central, this coming Sunday for Revolution, preceded by our pregame show 0 Hour, which begins at 6:30, 5:30 Central on our YouTube channel. It's going to be an unforgettable night. AEW Dynamite returns to Boston at the TD Garden Wednesday, March 13th with AEW Big Business. Big Business will be a major moment in All Elite Wrestling. So be a part of this once-in-a-lifetime moment either by joining us live at the TD Garden or watching live on TBS on Wednesday, March 13th. Tickets in Boston now available at AEWTIX.com. AEW returns to the Metro Atlanta area next week with a gigantic Dynamite Collision doubleheader. We're returning to the Gas South Arena in Gwinnett County in Duluth Wednesday, March 6th. That's next Wednesday for Dynamite. And then back at the Gas South Arena the very next night, Thursday, March 7th, for a night of AEW Collision. Tickets for these two back-to-back nights next week in Gwinnett County, Georgia, are now available at AEWTIX.com. Tickets are available for AEW in Worcester, Massachusetts at the DCU Center. That'll be Wednesday, April 3rd. Go right now to AEWTIX.com to get your tickets for Worcester, Mass. All in London, Wembley Stadium, coming up Sunday, August 25th. Don't miss your chance to be a part of AEW history. For tickets and information, go to ticketmaster.co.uk or livenation.co.uk. Be sure to check out all the cool stuff at allelitecrates.com. Limited signups are available, and you have a chance to win front row tickets to a live AEW event. That's allelitecrates.com. Okay, now it's time to get out your telephones and let's put up the big QR code. It's time to check out all the exciting stuff at shopaew.com. New merch available right now. Scan that QR code on your screen right now. We're going to leave it up here for a few seconds for you to get your phone out, turn on the camera, and scan. Dun, 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 dun. Got it? I know you do. That's shopaew.com. Make sure you check that out. The Season 3 DLC pack has arrived for AEW Fight Forever, and players can add Swerve Strickland and an exclusive new ring to their game. That is right, Swerve at the Beach. The Season 3 DLC pack also includes Claudio Castagnoli and Jamie Hayter as playable characters. And for all owners of AEW Fight Forever, a new free DLC update is also available right now. Download yours today. AEW Rise to the Top is available now. Download on iOS and Android and get a front row seat to the hottest mobile wrestling show in town. But tonight, AEW returns to the Probst Arena at the BBC in Huntsville, Alabama, with 2 hours of AEW Dynamite live on TBS, followed by a 2-hour taping of AEW Collision. We invite you to come on down to the arena, as this is our last stop before Revolution this Sunday on pay-per-view. Or as we say, tonight is the go-home editions of Dynamite and Collision, both in Huntsville. Tickets are available at AEWTIX.com. Come early. Bell time at the Probst Arena tonight is 6:30 local. This is Tony Schiavone in the AEW Dynamite Control Center. I'll see you tonight live in Huntsville, Alabama, and through the lens of TBS as we begin Revolution Week. We are AEW.